And welcome to ADHD Friendly. I'm Patty. I am the creator of the ADHD-Friendly podcast and the membership community. I'm going to share that in a celebration in a minute. But first, let me just jump in and share. This is episode 167. So if you have anything to share, I invite you to subscribe, post in the comments for episode 167 for anything related to this episode. So first, I am going to start, as I always do, with a celebration. Here, 2025. Oh my gosh.
We did
2024 is like it was just gone.
So fast.
This feels like we were sitting right here because I haven't moved. So often I move around things and I'm like, oh, this has been my new podcast spot. This will be where I'll do this. I've not moved. I think I've been here I know I was here last year. So I'm like, okay, it's just, here we are. Another year has just flown by and I don't have anything to kind of anchor the change. So now it's really blending. Anyway, Happy New Year. So I am launching, this is my celebration, my annual course. I am so excited. I have wanted to do this for quite a while. And I think what I'm noticing is I have to really allow myself to think about things and move forward with smaller things until I can see a way to do it. Yeah. And I finally got to the way, and it's launching. And I've actually registered this domain name years ago, and I'm not really using it still, but it's still the name that I found very sparkly. And it's ADHD-U, like ADHD University is the name of the annual course. It's structured into semesters: winter, spring, summer, fall.
Love it.
And each semester is a topic that'll be covered over those 3 months. It's a blend, a hybrid class of on-demand videos and live sessions to support the actions that we learn about in those on-demand videos. So the winter semester, which is launching this month, so it is January 1st. If you are ready to kick your new year off with structure and support that's very ADHD friendly, because if that's not what we aren't doing our job. So January's course is annual planning. Plan your best year yet. We are starting with our first event on January 3rd, but because it's an annual on-demand blended course, you can jump in anytime. But right now you can jump in and join me for annual planning so we can plan our best year yet. And then in the spring, we're going to be building your ADHD-friendly success roadmap. And then we'll do mastering time, tasks, and priorities in the summer. And in the fall, we'll be talking about organizing for ADHD, your thoughts and your things. I was just venting with Becca how my thoughts can really get in the way. So having a way to pin them down and move forward is really what that whole semester is going to be all about. All right. So I'm just celebrating. I'll be creating the course over the entire year this year.
Amazing.
So I'll be launching it with my members, but the recorded content will be in there for each semester. And then the live events I'll be running for the first time. I'm super excited. We're doing workshops. We're doing power hour body double sessions. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm hoping that you guys will join me. All right. What I purchased this week. You didn't see them because they're not in there yet. Becca, this is another example. Apparently this month is really hard for my brain. Yes. There's lots of things going on, lots of sparkly things, and lots of ridiculous sales. So
true.
You know about my happy room.
Yes.
There were 2 chairs. I don't know if you noticed this morning when you walked through to come in here that are missing. You can't see them from here. They were on either side of the fireplace.
Okay.
They were the plaid chairs that were like orange and yellow and brown and green, which are very comfortable and very nice.
Yeah.
But we bought them from the owners, and my husband got them in the estate sale. And like I said, they're very nice, but the colors don't work for me.
Yeah.
They clash with everything in that room. So they've driven me crazy ever since I moved everything around and turned it into my happy room. So I have been eyeing different chairs, and I've been kicking myself for not just getting 2 of these because they're neutral. And this one has turned out to be very nice.
2.
And I want 2 because I want one on the other side of the fireplace. But they don't sell this one anymore. And
Costco chair.
And that's the problem is if you want it from Costco, it's
you gotta get it.
You gotta get it. So I've been watching these other chairs, the recliners, and I noticed in my catalog for the holidays, they went on sale. So I was like, oh, okay, well, let me see how much they are with the sale on. So I went on the website because all they do is say $150 off. So they were regularly like just under $500 each.
Oh.
So like 489 or something like that. So I went on the website and they were $150 off each, but they also had an additional sale over that one that you
Ooh.
could take advantage of as
Yeah.
well. That it was, if you buy 2 or more of any piece of furniture, you get another $100 off. So it made both chairs be $500.
Patty,
It was
how'd
like
you
buy one, get
that?
one free. I know, it
Right.
was awful. It was awful. So I did it, but I have to say, I've done this before. And when they go on sale this much, this kind of thing,
Yeah.
even if I put it in my cart and I pay for it, I'll end up getting an email where it says, we're so sorry, but
Oh, it's like not
it's sold
gonna.
out. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
no longer available. And I'm like, what do you charge? And it'll just credit it back.
Oh.
Or it will say, you weren't charged. We don't charge until we ship. So
Mhm.
that payment will not be processed. And I've had that happen a number of times. So I told my husband, I said, I did it impulsively. I did not tell you before I did it.
Right. You're not holding your breath.
Right. I said, but I also need you to know the chances are we're not going to get these chairs because, well, we got them. So I'm super excited. They're recliners. They're very similar to this color. So they're very light. And here's my little layered, if I'm going to have a celebration on top of my impulsive purchase, it's that I did order Scotch Guard fabric protector spray.
Nice.
That's why you don't see them. They're out in the garage.
And they've already been
Scotch
sprayed.
guarded. They smell terrible. They do
Yeah.
smell much better this morning.
They got to air out a little bit.
Yeah.
How exciting
So
though.
I am very excited. You can see I feel a little bit of, I think I'm going to love them once I'm in their space. At least I
Totally.
hope I do. I hope they fit. But they do look really nice. And I actually like the color more than I thought I would, because it listed it as like gray or something, and they're not gray.
It's like a lighter.
Yeah, it's like a linen kind of color.
Oh, pretty.
So it's very neutral, which I
That'd be
wouldn't
great.
pick. I would rather it be like yellow or blue or, something.
Yeah, pop the
Yeah.
color.
But they were such a good deal, and they're recliners,
Yes,
and
they
they swivel. They're swivel recliners. So I'm like, come on, it's Costco. I can take it back if I don't love them. So I'm just hoping, because we are a dog and we live in our house. So I was a little nervous about the color. That's why I Scotch guarded it. I'm like, if I don't do it before I put them in here, I'm never going to do it. So we just cleared out the garage and Scotch guarded it, and we're going to bring them in. So that is my what I bought this week. Full disclosure, wasn't on my list. Wasn't something I was planning on buying, and here we are. All right. Struggle is real, people. So I'm going to rein it in. I'm going to have better tools. I'm going to come up with, that is one of my goals for 25, is to keep learning what works for my brain and what doesn't in terms of money, so that I am getting better. Even though I was watching this for a long time and it wasn't impulsive in nature, because I had been watching them for so long, I have to get better about saying, hey, I'm just so you know, I'm keeping an eye on this. So if something happens with this, I did that with my sofa. I looked at that for years before I bought it. All right. On to my tool for the week. So it is the membership community.
Yes.
I just want to highlight, if you are struggling more than anyone needs to, and you are wanting to thrive more than you have in a while, ADHD-Friendly is all about struggling less and thriving more. So in addition to the annual course that I'm kicking off, the ADHD-U course in January, there are the planner courses in there. That's a fully on-demand course with all of the planning tools. You can do it on demand. You can plan your month, your week, your day. Every day you just play that little video and you have all of the planning tools to walk step by step through it, if that would work for you. It has the Palm course. It's up there. It's beautiful, ready to go.
Yeah.
It has a video library with video recordings from the monthly webinars back from when we first kicked off in the middle of 2023. And then every month there is a live webinar. So if you are watching this right now on on January 1st, when it comes out, the first Friday webinar is on Friday in 2 days. So if you join by Friday, you'll be able to join right there in the portal. And also the really cool thing that I didn't even know came with this new platform, so we just moved to this new platform, which is my big celebration and why I'm really highlighting this tool, is it comes with a mobile app. You can access the tools, the videos, the courses, the live events, all on the go. Anywhere you are, you've got it in your mobile app. So there is a link in the show notes. It's already in there, Becca. So when you put this up there, you'll see it. If you use that link and that link only, you will get a 7-day free trial. So you can jump in, you will not be charged until your 7 days is up. You can go in and check everything out and download free tools and then quit if you don't want to continue. I hope that you will continue, but I want you to get what you need to thrive more and struggle less. So 7 days free, it's in the show notes. I'm not quite sure how long it will be actively available in the show notes, but at least for the month of January. So take advantage of it, try it out, no risk for 7 days, join our community, see if it's a good fit for you. Again, the link is in the show notes. You cannot access it anywhere else, only in the show notes. So if you go to the website and sign up, you will not have this offer and I cannot change it. So the way that you sign up is the way that you sign up. So please, if you want to try it out for free for 7 days, use the link in the show notes. All right, that's the tool.
Woohoo!
I know. It's just feeling like everything is coming together and I have all these resources and I'm so excited to have an easy way to share them. This platform is so much more easy to use. Okay, so this week's topic, I'm going to talk about ADHD-friendly mantras.
Ooh.
And how mantras are just quick, easy ways to remember. I call them ways to ground ourselves, to kind of tether you back into your beliefs. I think of it as a way to align yourself. If you're feeling kind of off, I think of it as being like out of alignment. And a mantra can literally strengthen you and pull you back to being grounded and centered. They're phrases that help you to reconnect with your intentions, your strengths, and your core beliefs. Some of my go-to mantras, and it's funny when I was writing these down, I was like, oh, they all have a theme. Interesting. They are, you can't do everything, but you can do something. Something is more than nothing.
Love it.
And the smallest deed supersedes the greatest of intentions.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a little theme there, right? It's try to do something, not everything, because everything shuts us down. And that's something I've struggled with my entire life. So the smallest of deeds supersedes the greatest of intentions. I've shared that I've had that mantra since high school because I used to always think all of these grand things. And I realized if you just do one thing, Patty, just do one thing. Stop thinking of you'll show up in costume with a bouquet and like just send a note, right? So here are some more examples. Those are my examples. Here are some more. To reconnect to your intentions. Start small, but start now.
Ooh.
I like it. Right. It's like that one small step. I always think of that. Which Christmas special is it when he goes, put one foot in front of the other?
What is that?
And soon you'll be walking across the floor.
Yeah, I totally know that.
I cannot sing. I apologize.
That's good. But I don't remember what that
is. It Rudolph? I don't remember.
Or is it the year?
And the year without a Santa Claus, the winter
Yeah.
warlock.
Yeah, that one.
If we're wrong, post it in the show notes. 167. The other to reconnect to intentions are progress over perfection. I always say perfection is the enemy of progress. So I love that. Progress over perfection. One thing at a time. And last but not least, every step forward counts. I love that one because it's acknowledging progress. It's not all or nothing. It's if you go from here and you take a step, it's further than you were. To reconnect to strengths, these are some mantras you might want to consider. My creativity is my superpower. I've succeeded before. I can do it again.
Yeah.
Right? So it's that I've done it before. I can do it again. Oh, that reminds me of another mantra. Practice and tomorrow you'll be better than today.
Love it.
Okay. I'm resourceful and I can figure it out. To reconnect to your core beliefs, I am enough. I remember I used to try to tell myself that as a mom, and then I hit the wall one day when I realized I wasn't enough.
Yes, you are.
No, I needed outside help. I needed that village idea.
Yes.
I literally was like, I can't do all of this on my own.
Yeah.
Not that I wasn't enough. It was that I didn't have enough to do everything on my own. I was enough if I got help. It is okay to ask for help. Taps right into that one. I am enough, and it's okay to ask for help when I need more than what I have available right then.
Yeah.
And I can handle what comes my way. So those are ways to reconnect to your core beliefs. And then to stay grounded, some mantras could be pause, breathe, succeed. Whenever I get a message from a client that it's clear that they are kind of tipping into overwhelm, my first thing is always, I want you to breathe. Like I literally, because what we'll do is we'll kind of go really shallow and we'll get really tense and we're not even aware of it. I'm like, if we're not breathing, we're not giving our brain oxygen. So I love that. Pause, breathe, succeed. Another one to stay grounded is My brain works differently, and that's okay.
I like that.
I like that. I could have said that earlier when I was complaining about how my brain was all over the place. And then the last one, to stay grounded, I honor my own pace. So again, other people might be doing things very linearly, or, maybe like they went to school and they finished their college degree in 4 years and it's taking you 5 or 6, or you didn't start until you were in your 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever. Honor your pace. You do things the way that they work for you and you will succeed. If you expect yourself to do things the way everybody else does them, it is a recipe for frustration. So do it your way, honor your own pace. And then I realized I wanted to include the ADHD-Friendly Mantra. It's part of our logo, and that is learn, implement, thrive. And that's what the membership's all about. Learning about your brain, learning about how ADHD shows up for you so that you can implement your intentions, not just plan things. Typically, we can be really good at planning, but really struggle to actually take action. So implement, and that is what leads to thriving. When we learn about ourselves, do things the way that we need to do them so that we can implement them and actually check them off. And now we are thriving more because we have the recipe that works for us. Learn, implement, thrive. How do you remember your mantra? So if you find one, or you already have one, but you realize you want to kind of up your game in the mantra area, write it on sticky notes and post it where you're going to see it. If you are trying to eat more mindfully, maybe you have a post-it on the fridge. If you are trying to remember to drive with, focus and, kind of not getting triggered, or
Patience, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you have a little note on your dash, or, on somewhere when you get in the car, you're seeing it and it's reminding you to center yourself. Maybe you're putting it like on the bathroom mirror, so you're seeing your message to yourself in the morning, or as your phone's wallpaper. Like I would say, like take a picture of it and just save it as wallpaper so that it's right there every time you pick your phone. That's the picture you're seeing of your mantra. Lots of other ideas. I would love to hear if you have a way to reconnect to your mantra that I haven't shared here. We all learn from each other, and I would love to hear other strategies for keeping your mantras in sight and in mind. All right, on to our final bit, and that is the book for the week.
Woohoo!
The book this week is 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Have you read this?
No, but I've read another one of her books, so I do like the author.
The other one was very, I didn't write it down, but I did remember reading it and thinking, oh, yeah.
She's got a couple good ones.
I can't, like really well known, and I didn't write it down. I apologize. I was resisting writing more than I had to. So this one's a few years old. This came out in 2018. I had never heard of it. I thought it was a newer book. I'm just going to give you a really quick little synopsis. It is about an aging and reclusive Hollywood star. She's a movie star. Her name is Evelyn Hugo, and she is finally ready to tell the truth about her glamorous and scandalous life. But when she chooses an unknown magazine reporter named Monique Grant for the job, no one is more astonished than Monique herself. Why her, and why now? It grabbed me from the beginning. Actually, I listened to this book on audio, and for me, an audiobook either works or doesn't work based on the voice of the narrator.
Totally.
Great voice. I could tell who was talking, if you will, from the different characters. And what I really enjoyed was there's a page 6 kind of author, like somebody that's blurbing for like Us magazine or something about the gossip of the day. This takes place in the 50s when she's really rising to her big fame.
Whoa.
And so they'll have somebody kind of, penning, but she'll voice it where, every time it's another little blurb about what's happening
going
in her public
on in
life,
like the 50s.
that they're speculating. And it's so interesting. She plays that up a lot, and she uses it to work for her because she goes through 7 husbands. So she's getting written about a lot, and there's kind of an background story that I think one of the quotes my daughter actually told me, and I hadn't gotten to this part of the book yet. So I was like, ruin it for me. So I'm trying. I don't think this takes away, because apparently it's pretty well known.
The book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you might know what the theme is before I did, but she said, and I'm going to get this quote wrong. I apologize. But basically, in a nutshell, the quote is about she has 7 husbands, but her wife was the love of her life. Something like that. And so I was like, no, I know things that I didn't know, but very well written. Enjoyed listening to it if you're into audiobooks, but I'm sure it's a great, physical read or e-read as well. And that leads me to the quote of the week. It's not from the book. This is from Lord of the Rings.
Well,
I know. So this is Frodo talking to Gandalf. Frodo says, I wish none of this had happened. And Gandalf says, so do all who live in such times. But that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. So from that, I ask you, are you ready to struggle less and thrive more? This is the time. We are in 2025. Join and learn what works for you. Make your own personal owner's manual. Dive in. Take what works for you. Leave the rest behind. Remember, 7 free days, risk-free. Quit if you don't like it, but I really do want to encourage you, give it a try. See if it's a good fit for what you're looking for to support yourself more, to thrive in the new year. That's it for now. We'll see you next time. Tally ho.